Indeed you do. Indeed you pay your debts with kindness. And we're in a completely different area. Is this outside? A helipad. Now I just need to find a helicopter. Man, Philip, you are hilariously naive. There is no way that there's just going to be a helicopter lying around. Hatch? Door. Door. Hatch. I don't really know what either of these is going to do, but, you know. This is a hatch. Not the right hatch, I guess, but... I wonder if this is the door. Eh? That opens just fine. At least I'm not taking the cold damage like I was doing in the other outside section in the previous game. Because God, that was tedious. That was kind of annoying to walk back and forth all the time.
Keys persisting in the environment, 1.
At least so far, there's always only been like one key. I don't really want to do anything with this box. It's way too big. Oh, we got a key. That's nice, I guess. And keys are good. I like keys. Boom! Boom! Like, I'm expecting somebody to jump out of one of these doors for obvious reasons, because this is a Penumbra game. A large generator with a 3-part ignition system. Oh, God. Damn it. I can't run the system without this thing making contact. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, wait. Like this thing making contact? Oh, I see. I see. Let me just grab this thing. It's a fuse in a fuse box. Wow. Last place where you would expect a fuse. Fixing! Fixing some more! Fixing number 3! I should never become an engineer. What is this? Looks as if it must drive some heavy machinery somewhere. Looks absolutely lethal! I didn't die, so I'm mostly disappointed. It stuck the machine. Yeah, okay. Well, there is still the helipad. And there is still the thing that says hatch and door. Which seems to lead over here. I'm guessing this is the door. It's not shifting. But I'm sure there's a hatch somewhere which is shifting. I'm sure there's a hatch somewhere which is like, hey, how are you? Helipad. Well, that was awfully redundant. This is a large place. Is there someone? Oh, it's just a fence. Oh, goodness. This is a very large area, isn't it? This is a very, very large area. But I can't stand on top of buildings. There's a lot of snow here. This is a pretty cold looking place. I guess plan A is just gonna be to thingy it. Plan A is just gonna be to be the man who does the thingy, and then going all the way back to the door again. Maybe find the hatch along the way. Oh, hey, look, the door is shifted. I wonder if I can block this door somehow, because I'm guessing this is gonna be the hatch. Yeah. Well, there was that one area with like a bunch of stuff in the things. So if anything, I could just get something from there. But I'm guessing there can be something here which will block a door. Boop. There's no power for the computer. Of course there isn't. Why would you have power for the computer when you can also have a bunch of drawers? Equally exciting. Yes, that was fun. I love drawers. Now show me truth. It disappoints me how little sounds this makes. Like, when I throw down a bookcase, I want to hear a klabang and not just nothing. But, you know, that's the downside of this game, I guess. There's no power. I guess I realized that previously. But yeah, that's just, I guess, sort of the downside with this physics engine. That predicting when it's supposed to make sound would just be ridiculously difficult, considering the amount of nonsense you can do in this game. This looks bad. I don't think I want to touch this. Looks painfully electrified. But only the barbed wire seems to be painfully electrified. At least I can touch it. Look at that. Ain't that just great? I love touching things. At complete random. Let's see. Get that box in the right position for jumping on in a very scientific way. Scientifically doing puzzles the way they were most likely intended. By stacking things. When in doubt, stack things until you are no longer feeling doubtful. If you are still feeling doubtful after stacking every single object in the room, find a different room. And truth will be revealed to you. Well, now I'm here. I mean, these things are just too conveniently placed not for it to be thought up like this, really. Like, come on. And there's a battery over there, so... I could move that battery. I could maybe pull this lever. See? That did something. I now have access to that. And this thing.
Name, Elof Carpenter. Status, Code C. Confused. Archaic recommendation. Regardless of my own outcome, it now seems essential to me that this environment be documented to the fullest degree. I somehow doubt anyone capable of finding the entrance to this place will ever find the exit. But my responsibilities cannot falter.
Well, that was good. Elof Carpenter doesn't really seem to be hopeful of my capabilities, which I can understand. I mean, it's pretty obvious why I would be kind of... I would have my doubts when someone randomly stumbles upon this place and gets taken over by a strange entity and then has to do a bunch of puzzles, but... You know. You know. You know. This should be fine, I think. This'll be good. What could go wrong? The perfect plan. I see nothing that could possibly go wrong with this idea. So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go back. Open the hatch. Everything will be okay. Everything will be fine. Oh. Wow, that actually worked. I'm genuinely surprised. But, yeah, there you go. It worked. I guess I could have done something with this probably, but there you go. Oh, there's a lever here. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, that's another way of doing it, but my way worked too. One day I'll do a puzzle that seems to be done the intended method, but for now I'll just find my own ways, which seem to work equally well. But I need another key. And that's rather unfortunate. Because that key could pretty much be everywhere. This place is huge. It's really quite large. And I guess I haven't really explored it very much either. So there is a very good possibility of there just being a key randomly in here. Well, not in here. That would be very unlikely, but maybe on top of this thing. Under it. Outside in the snowfield. There's a giant snowfield outside, so there is a very good chance it's just sitting out somewhere over there. Doesn't seem to be on top of that big thing. This seems to be a bit useless, but I don't know. Maybe there's a use for it. Somewhere along the line. Maybe somewhere in here there is a thing that makes this thing move back and forth and open a door. Maybe. This is all decorative. I wouldn't know. I've never been here before. I don't know about this place very well, you know. So I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. Well, I guess I could just wander around outside for a while. Like, there is this thing I can climb. And there is a helipad. And there is just, well, that tower. Like, there's some large buildings over here. And I already have one of the keys, so... Unless Slender Man suddenly shows up, that would be a bit of an unfortunate incident, but... I don't think he was really in video games back then, when this was created. He was definitely around, though. He was definitely a thing before this game, I would say, but... he wasn't very commonly seen around large fenced areas with a hidden object. You bastards. That is such a mean place. Because it's just, like, you can't even see it unless you actually actively walk over here. Can you jump over this? Probably not. Wow. Okay. You're turning me... Why? I guess that was, yeah. How to deal with invisible walls without using invisible walls. Use magical glowy thingies. Which, I don't know. I don't know if I would prefer that over an invisible wall, but, you know, it gets the job done. It feels more fitting to the atmosphere, I guess, than using an invisible wall, so there is that. There is that, but there are also times where it just seems a bit silly. I don't know. I'm just not a big man. I'm not a big fan of invisible walls, so anytime I see something substituting it, I should just be happy, really. Because, man, they're such teases. It just seems like so unnecessary sometimes to have invisible, I know I'm on a tangent about invisible walls again. This is what happens when I expected an invisible wall to be there and it's not, and then something else happens. Then suddenly my mind goes, God, I sure hate invisible walls. I'm sure glad this is not one of those things with an invisible wall in it. Oh, I can move this? Well, I can hold it at least, but I'm pretty sure I can't really do anything with it. Seems a bit strange that I could even touch this, but there you go. I'm sure there has to be a reason for it somewhere along the line. So there is this thing. This thing is kind of catching my eye repeatedly because this just seems a bit strange. Like this seems to like it would have a reason to be there, but there you go. Oh yeah, then there's this thing, which I completely forgot about existing again. I don't know why I keep forgetting about things that exist in this world. It just sort of, I don't know. Yeah, but how do I make this thing move? Like, it doesn't look like... I guess I could try using a battery. That might be a thing I could do. Because jumping on top of it doesn't really seem to do anything. And I don't think I can't even touch it anymore. Which is rather unfortunate. But, like, I would expect having to put something in between these areas. And this thing has no power at all. I wonder if this thing takes batteries, actually, because there is still a battery which I haven't used right now. I think I'm just going to take the battery over here, because it's not really doing anything where it is now. It's just kind of sitting there. And it definitely had enough power to charge up the barbed wire thing, so I would imagine it could be good enough for something like this too. Right? 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 Just starting to rub it over random things until it fits into place somewhere. Huh. Interesting. This thing started spinning. That's kind of neat. Wouldn't expect these things to actually start spinning without them actually being turned on, but there you go. This game does things that no other game would have you believe. Indeedly doop. Thing is, there is undoubtedly something I can do with this. I need one more key to unlock the portal. And I imagine that this thing is the key. Because otherwise, this is just a very useless area. A fuse box for the generator. Boom. You never know. Like, sometimes just throwing things into other things has strangely positive effects. In the Penumbra series and Amnesia and all of these types of games, but I'm gonna say that this is not really doing anyone any good. This thing is very distinct though. Like, I would expect that I would have to do something with this thing. And it makes a very nice sound when I throw stuff at it. So in any case, at least it feels very satisfying. But I don't know. It doesn't really give you any hints either, which is kind of rude. I wouldn't mind one right now, but you know, that's not what this game is made for. This game is not made for just giving you things every now and then. It's made to torture you until the end of time. I wonder. I actually wonder if you need an item specifically. Because I imagine you could probably just throw just about every item just into the invisible wall void, and then it just would just kind of be in a bad place, unless they actually considered that and like teleport it back as well. But I don't know. That could be a problem. And I'm gonna say this is probably not the solution to my issues right now, to my problems. What do? I don't know. There's bound to be something somewhere along the line, but I don't know what it could possibly be. There's bound to be a thing somewhere along the lines over here which you can interact with, but I can't really find anything. Well then, let's walk outside for a bit. Maybe there's something else we're missing. This is still bothering me. Like, I'm very curious if there's something I can do with that, but I'll leave it alone for now. What's that? It's a texture! It's not really anything! I'm gonna throw something against that thing. Let's see if that does anything at all, or if it's just here for the purpose of herringing it up. And it does feel very red and very fishy right now. I guess I could try just jumping on top of this box and see if I can get something from the top shelf. This is not... Go. Yes. Good. No. No. That's not what I want. I want you to stand like this. Yeah. No. Stand up. Straight. There you go. It was a good pipe thing. You are. It's not good enough, though. Like, I can definitely jump on top of this, but it doesn't look like there's actually anything up here. So one might say... Oh, no, wait, I can't actually get on top of this. But one might still say that that was a little bit redundant. So... There's a small pipe over here. Small box. Some barrels. Some boxes. Some thingies. Some whatsits. Maybe a nice box. The only thing that actually looks remotely different, it's a metal pipe. Conductive. I should just look at items. I guess that would have been a good thing to do, because, yeah, this is pretty much the only thing that was kind of standing out and being different from all the others. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Kaboom! And kaboom! Ooh. Why does everything have to break in this place? Why can't nothing work? Ever. Get in there. Needs... Oh, really? Does it need a new fuse? I didn't notice that one. God, where am I gonna get a new fuse, though? I don't have any fuses on me, do I? I have a glow stick and some flares. Maybe this flare will light it up just fine. Get in there. Yeah. I had small amounts of hope, but it wasn't good enough. Right, well, I guess I'll just go back over there again. Maybe there is a fuse in that room. And if not, maybe there's a fuse in the other place where there was already something that required electricity. But I kind of doubt that there is a fuse in this place, because not really much going on in this place. Let's just go to the obvious area. Let's just go to the place that most likely has a fuse. That's no fuse. I have no idea where it could be, though. Absolutely no idea at all, which is pretty great. It could pretty much be anywhere. There you go. That was exciting. That was an exciting voyage of trying to find the fuse. A giant blue fuse. This flare keeps on going. I kind of like it. Maybe I should use flares more often, because they make a nice shadow. And they make everything nice and red. And it seems to be brighter than just a flashlight, so... Kaboom, please. Thank you. And kablip. And kerfnuffle. Nothing destroyed yet. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. It's doing the thing. Cool. Let's climb up and see if we can touch that thing and see if that does anything. I'm guessing that's just going to be a key there, but who knows, right? It seems to just be going up and down, isn't it? Yeah. So I could definitely touch this previously with my hand. I don't think I can anymore now. Might just be too high though. I could try getting a box up here, because I'm not actually sure what this is actually accomplishing. So I can try just getting up here and see if that does anything. Because I'm pretty sure there's not actually anything really going on here. And this is just moving this thing around. I'm gonna throw this battery in it. Nah, doesn't really seem to be working out. I really hope I didn't need that battery. Whoopsie. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Otherwise, I'll just do it all again. Hop, get over there. I said, get over there.